So in this video, I'm not going to be talking about Mr. Peter Obi. Neither am I going to be talking about Atiku Abubakar or the current president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria in person of Bola Ahmed Tinubu or any other Nigerian politician that holds major position in this country. But I'm going to be talking about the citizens. I'm borrowing from the words of the former president of this country in person of Muhammadu Buhari. He actually made a statement I'm going to be talking about in today's video. And what was the statement he said? He said, change begins with me and change begins with you. Although a number of you may be familiar with this statement, and this is not the first time of you hearing this particular statement, and these and many more is what we'll be diving into this video. And to just let you know that we'll be starting a series in which we've been engaging this same topic: New Nigeria, New People. Now the question is, who will be our Messiah and who will make the Nigeria of our dream come to pass? And how many of these our leaders has the capacity to make this dream that we have about Nigeria come to fulfillment? A number of us may actually have several dreams and aspirations as regards how Nigeria should be, most especially when we travel out of this country and we see the way citizens out there enjoy their government and they enjoy democracy. Most of the time when we come back to our country, Nigeria, we discover that the case is different entirely. Now you need to understand that some of those countries and some of the things they enjoy there wasn't what they get overnight. Some of them, it took them several decades and several years. And just like a nomad saying, that Rome that you see wasn't built in a day. So the Nigeria of our dream is not what will happen overnight. And back to what our former president said, change begins with you and change begins with me. And let it not be that we're going to leave all of these things to our government out there. Although government in its own have its own personal responsibility that they have to engage to their citizens, so citizens also have its own too. For the Nigeria of our dream to come to reality, it must start with you and it must start with me. We must have a change in mindset and the way we view things. If all of these things are not engaged, I don't believe the Nigeria of our dream can come to reality. Starting from our character, our attitude, our behavior, the way we do things, our action, and the way we respond to things around us. And most especially when average Nigerians begin to see corruption as a normal lifestyle. But at times our leaders can be blamed for some of these things and some of the realities we face within our country, but most of the time they are not to be blamed. We the citizens also have our own contribution to the current prevalence happening in our country. And if you were to ask me, what point am I actually driving out in this particular video? Now let me ask you, is it the government that will teach your children good character, or is it the responsibility of the parent or guardian? Or is it the government that will do some basic things that you need to do as a parent, a father, or a mother? Other things are not what the government ought to do. They are what you personally as a parent and as a father or mother have to do just to ensure that your children, kids, daughters and sons are well catered for, and you give them the basic training they need so that they can actually become a good individual in the nearest future. All of these things are not what the government will do for you, but you have to take that active responsibility to see that our society become a better place. And just like a normal saying that every criminal was born out of a family, every armed robber was born out of a family, every kidnapper or every individual that actually committed havoc in the society was born out of a family. So it therefore means the family has a huge percentage of contribution in all of these things we are discussing. So for Nigeria to become a better place, it has started with you, and has a long ways to do with me. And even that government have some one or two contributions they will do. So for Nigeria to be great again, it's not just left to the president or left to your state governors or our ministers or our lawmakers. Although all of these people have their own individual and corporate contribution to all of these things we are passing through in this country. But just like our former president said, if we must experience a new Nigeria, it all starts with you and it all starts with me. So this is Discovery Africa TV, and this is the message I have for you. And do join us another time when we'll be engaging this particular subject: New Nigeria, New People. Thank you for watching.